What's up, boys and girls? We are back. It is Pastor Jonathan and Mr. Will, and today we are at another Zone family's house. Shh, it's a secret, but we are standing right outside of the
Cardenas house.
We're about to knock on the door. Hopefully they let us in. Next time, it could be your house. So if we knock on your door, could you please let us in? You ready?
Yep.
It's everybody from the Zone. They're all here, so just go ahead and say hi. Hey. We would love to use your kitchen to make a delicious meal together with you. Is that cool?
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah.
Let's go inside. Woo. Yes! All right, boys and girls, here we are in the kitchen of Jabari, and today's meal is...
A chicken waffle.
Now, if you guys want to make this at home, here's exactly what you'll need. Fried chicken,
Eggs.
oil,
Waffle mix.
non-stick pan spray, water.
Boys and girls, let me tell you a little secret. I've actually never had chicken and waffles before. I always just kind of thought it was like one of those combos that didn't really go together, like peanut butter and pickles, or orange juice and toothpaste. Ugh. But you know what? Smells pretty good. I might just change my mind. There's a story in the Bible about a guy who was a whole lot more unpleasant than toothpaste and orange juice. And as a matter of fact, if he lived in your day, he might be trying to hurt you or the people that you love. He hated Christians, and he spent most of his time trying to put Christians in jail, or even worse, sentencing them to die. Everybody say, ugh. I know, doesn't sound like somebody I would want to share with. His name was Saul, and he isn't the Saul from the story of King David in the Old Testament. No, he's Saul from the New Testament, and he's a lot scarier. I mean, look at this. Scary looking guy. This is gonna be Saul. Now, there's a really, really cool story in the New Testament about Saul, and it's in the book of Acts, which is the 5th book in the New Testament after Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Hey, Jabari, you think you could find Acts for me? All right, he's gonna find it. Here we go.
Found it.
Nice job, Jabari. Very, very cool. In the book of Acts, chapter 9, there's a story about this mean guy, Saul, and he's on the road to a town called Damascus. And then he gets stopped when he sees a bright light shining in his face. Oh, wow. Hey, that's a nice touch, Mr. Will. Give it up for Mr. Will.
I try.
That was nice. Okay, so that bright light was Jesus. And he said this to Saul. He says, Saul, you gotta stop with your evil ways, man. You gotta come over to the good side. You gotta start serving me because I have so many great plans for you. And Jesus even changed Saul's name. Do you know what he changed it to? Paul. That's right. How many of you guys have heard of Paul from the Bible? Same guy. Yeah, that's how he became Paul. Isn't that amazing? And Paul did a lot of cool things for Jesus, but there were a couple problems, boys and girls. Now, the first problem was this. Even though Paul had completely changed and was ready to help Jesus instead of persecuting Christians, well, the Christians didn't know that. They were still really, really scared of him, and so they really didn't want to help him. The second problem is that when that bright light shone in Paul's eyes, you remember that part? Well, it was so bright that it actually blinded him, and he couldn't see anything, and he really badly needed help, even though none of the Christians wanted to help him. But don't worry, this is where the sharing comes in. Now, pay close attention, boys and girls, because this is Ananias. Actually, it's a piece of chicken, but we're gonna pretend it's Ananias. And God one day spoke to Ananias and said, Ananias, I've got a really important job for you, and here's what it is. I want you to find Saul, you know, the big bad scary Saul that's persecuting all the Christians, and I want you to help him. I actually want you to pray that he'll restore the sight in his eyes so that he can go and do amazing things for me. So what do you think Ananias here did, boys and girls? Do you think he listened to God? Do you think he found Paul? Do you think he prayed for Paul and helped him to restore his sight? Raise your hand if you think he did. Well, if you raised your hand, then you are absolutely right. Yes, this is what Ananias did. He chose to share what he had with Paul, even though Paul was a scary guy. And here's what happened. Paul ended up writing so much of the New Testament, a lot of stuff you've probably heard, including our Bible table verse, 2 Corinthians 9:8. And God will generously provide everything you need. Then you will always have everything you need and plenty left over to share with others. Now turn to your neighbor and say, share. Good job. I think Ananias made an amazing choice, and it kind of makes me think, boys and girls, maybe I should let God change my mind about things that I might share, things that I would never want to share, like my favorite toy, or my favorite pair of shoes, or my favorite video game, or even my time. Or what about the people that I wouldn't really want to share with? People who are mean, people who are kind of weird, people who kind of bother me. Maybe those are the people that God would say, I want you to share with them the most. Maybe the things that we don't think go together, like chicken and waffles, actually do in God's eyes. How many of you guys think that we could all stand to share a little bit more? If you think that, I want you to turn to your neighbors and say, guys, let's share. Let me hear it. Nice job. Hey guys.
Hey, well, Pastor Jonathan, kids, I think we're all done.
That's a lot of chicken waffles.
That is a ton of chicken waffles. Like,
Should we share it?
like maybe with like your family?
Yeah.
Amazing idea.
Such a good idea.
So I've officially changed my mind about chicken and waffles. They totally go together and they're delicious. What do you guys think? Were they good? It is time to share our big idea. Get up on your feet. We're gonna stay sitting, but get up on your feet. Boom, 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 boom. Everybody, everybody. Okay, now we're gonna count to 3 and we're gonna say it together. 1, 2, 3. God gives it and I share it. Oh yeah, that was amazing. That was so great. Great job, everybody.
Am I gonna give